Mm. Here we go.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Tar Heel State, where the legacy of the late, great Sam Mills lives on with each pound of the drum. And that means we are ready for football here at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Carolina Panthers. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. These guys need to play with a better sense of urgency, trying to avoid a daunting 0-3 hole to start the year. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys came up short on the road last week. Now they're trying to turn things around in front of the home crowd here. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Shifts by him. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but, boy, that felt good flinging it around. Nice.
And this will be caught at the 30. A huge play there right off the bat. 48 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Ready.
Young going to give the blitz. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Saints' 26-yard line.
Here we go. Cut.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Here we go. Back. Black 40. Set, cut.
Hubbard going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Ready, set.
Hubbard will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. Gets around him. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
No gain on the play there, second down. You look at this Carolina defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Now, if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. You've got to shake that off and get going.
Now he's going to step up and run. Look in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
The numbers there for Camaro from a week ago. He's pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're sixes.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Ready.
They run it again with Camaro. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Set, hut. Set, black 40. Hut.
Rattler wants to throw it. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Trying to get that one to Chris Olave. And now it's 2nd down. You look at this Carolina defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
The RPO will keep it himself. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And that is incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. As he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So the big gain, all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
Up the middle with Brooks here. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
But obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Ready. Ready.
A play fake. Now Young. Now he'll tuck this and run. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Chase Young on the tackle. It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here is Young. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard.
Oh, let's go.
Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. The Panthers at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind is certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little...
Oh, yeah, we out of here, baby. Let's go, Trevor. Let's go, Trevor. Ah!
Trevor Etienne, his 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Panthers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Saints, nothing.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Watch out now. 52. Red 38. Ready?
Here's Rattler. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Kamara up the middle. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They hold everything because Darren Waller, the tight end, appears to be injured on that play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's 3rd and long.
Here we go. Yellow 22.
From the shotgun, Rattler. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
This is brought in at the 21. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Come on, set, drill, 52, 50, green. Hut, hut.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Ready. Hut, hut.
Young. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They'll find the middle here. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
At the 40-yard line.
2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Let's go now. Ready.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Okay, ready?
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Red, 38.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Yellow, 43.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it is caught. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
It's definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Down. Ready.
Now Young. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 550. Cut.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Set cut. Set cut.
Throwing, Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Set. Ready. Ready.
They'll throw again. Young. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all. 3rd and goal. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. On 4th down on is Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now the Saints come back out ready to go for this next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here we go. Here we go.
Rattler from the gun, 3rd down. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
2nd and 10.
Set. 33. Yellow.
Now Rattler. That's complete into the hands of Myers. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
8 yards on the pickup.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ready?
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down. A gain of 3 on the play.
Ready?
First down, New Orleans.
Here's Kamara on the lead option. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't give it.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Quick, yellow.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
The 15-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and 11. To the air is Rattler. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
Throwing is Rattler. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. 3rd and 4.
Ready. Blue 32. Set. Go.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Touchdown! Alvin Kamara. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now we get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Here we go. Set.
Now Young. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. They'll drop the throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long. Throwing once more. Here's Rattler. And that is incomplete. Boy, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Austin Seibert on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready?
Final play of the half. Young. That is incomplete. So halftime straight ahead. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of the best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Yellow.
They'll look to throw here. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call through the offensive coordinator. You like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Let's go now. Go.
From the gun, it's Walker. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
From the gun, here's Rattler. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines, but incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Rattler working out of the gun. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Nick Scorton with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Ready,
They'll begin this series with a kick to Hubbard. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
here we go. Hut.
Now a give to Brooks running right. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. That sack by Khalil Mack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Now he's going to step up and run. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for third. To throw, Young. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
And he'll start with a give to Kamara. Dancing away at the 35. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ready.
Kamara gets it again on second down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Ready, go. 60 red.
And Shaheed going to go in motion.
Ready.
Here's Kamara trying to run for him. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense, though? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you try to have a few men in the box there.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Set, go. 52 Blue.
Here's Rattler. Breaks a tackle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. This one incomplete and over everybody. Looked like a clear throwaway, but the officials, they're going to say there's a receiver over there in the area, so no flags, and it's third down. Rattler wants to throw it. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And they will take over first and 10. The Panthers about ready to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now Young going to move them around. Here's Young, operating from the gun. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if the defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 36.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Off the play fake, Young. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Set, ready. Ready.
Young. And the Saints pressure gets him.
Oh, fuck, bro.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
10 black.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot. After this one, he's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. He'll take it at the 42. Well, very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. The Panthers offense and Chuba Hubbard set to take over once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout.
60 red. Ready.
Young. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Saints are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Eric Stokes. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now again, it's Hubbard going left. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that has to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Set. Ready.
Now Young. And it's
Yo, you gotta be kidding me, bro. You just gotta be fucking kidding me.
On 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
3rd and 9 here.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
What? Ready.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd down, it's Kamara again. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
3rd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He completes this to Walker. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. Here comes the Saints punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. This will be fielded at the 17. So a change in possession here on the punt. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Looking to put a drive together. The play fake. Now Young. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Here we go.
On the give, this is Hubbard. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
Ready.
Young now. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Rattler. Over the middle, he's got Myers. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First down.
He'll look to throw. It's Myers again with another catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
To the air is Rattler. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off, just got thrown off? He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game. 2nd down, goal to go.
Drill, 52. 50, green. Ready?
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's 4th and goal, and that's a loss of 6. They'll go. Here's Rattler. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go. Set. Set. Cut.
Young to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Looking middle, and he finds McMillan. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Black, 90, fly blue. Set.
Young here to throw. That is caught. McMillan with it. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Young. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's Young. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Black 40. Ready?
Now Young. He'll try and do this himself. And he will have a Panther 1st down. And it is celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Ready, set.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Ready, set.
And Young's going to throw it here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. That's just how they do it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. A little over 20 seconds to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. To the sideline and incomplete.
That's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill. When your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon, there's an incompletion right there.
From the shotgun, Rattler. That's caught by Myers. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Here's 1st and 10.
First down.
Set, ready.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Throwing is Rattler. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
One last shot at the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
And 10 yards to go.
Here we go. 60 red.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And there he goes, right side. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
So